Sony is gearing up for a major announcement at the upcoming CP Plus show on February 26, 2025, scheduled to take place between 3 to 4 p.m. London time. The event is expected to unveil two brand new lenses, the Sony 400 to 800mm f/6.3-8.0G and the Sony 16mm f/1.8G, catering to both wildlife photographers and wide-angle enthusiasts. However, sources suggest that Sony has something even more exciting in store following this event, potentially the highly anticipated Sony A7V and an advanced GM lens. While official confirmation is still pending, all signs point toward a groundbreaking reveal in the months to come. This camera is confirmed to support dual-band Wi-Fi, a feature predominantly found in Sony's mid to high-end mirrorless cameras rather than entry-level models. Based on Sony's typical timeline, it usually takes approximately 4 months from registration to an official release, suggesting that this upcoming camera, widely speculated to be the Sony A7V, could be unveiled as early as April 2025. Additionally, another Sony camera with the model number W277226 surfaced in Indonesia on January 20, 2025, with manufacturing reported in Thailand. Given that Sony camcorders are generally produced in Shanghai, this strongly indicates that the new model is likely an E-mount camera. While detailed specifications remain under wraps, industry analysts believe this could be another major addition to Sony's prestigious Alpha series. Sony's approach to product innovation suggests that these upcoming models might introduce cutting-edge sensor technology and new processing advancements. Over the years, Sony has made incremental but significant improvements to its mirrorless lineup, and this new generation is expected to continue that trend. Sony A7V, potential features, and two possible scenarios. When discussing the Sony A7V, there are two possible directions Sony could take. One is a more conservative approach that prioritizes refinement and reliability, while the other is a more ambitious upgrade that pushes the A7 series into near-flagship territory. Let's explore both scenarios. Scenario 1. Incremental refinement and improved features. In this case, Sony would retain the core design of the A7 IV while integrating key upgrades to make it a more polished hybrid camera. This approach caters to professionals and enthusiasts who value reliability over radical changes. Here's what we might see. Sensor and image quality. The A7V could retain the 33MP full-frame exmor, our CMOS sensor from the A7 IV, maintaining excellent dynamic range and low-light performance. Processing power. The biggest change could be the incorporation of the Bion's XR processor with enhanced AI-based features, mirroring the advancements seen in the A9 III. This upgrade would result in improved autofocus speed, real-time subject tracking, and computational photography enhancements. Autofocus and tracking. Expect AI-powered subject detection with refined eye tracking for humans, animals, and vehicles, making it an ideal choice for hybrid shooters who do both photography and videography. Burst shooting. A7V could offer up to 10 frames per second continuous shooting in both mechanical and electronic shutter modes. Viewfinder upgrade. A significant improvement could be an upgraded 5.76 million OLED electronic viewfinder, a considerable step up from the 3.68 million version in its predecessor. Ergonomic enhancements. Sony may refine the body design, borrowing elements from the A9 III, such as a better grip and button layout for improved handling. Video capabilities. Expect 4K 60 frames per second video recording with full 10-bit 4:2:2 color depth, providing superior post-production flexibility. Battery and storage. Improved battery optimization and support for CF Express Type A cards could be introduced for faster data processing. While this scenario doesn't introduce groundbreaking changes, it ensures that the A7V remains one of the most reliable and well-balanced hybrid mirrorless cameras available. This strategy aligns with Sony's history of refining existing models before making revolutionary leaps in later generations. Scenario 2. A more ambitious, game-changing upgrade. Alternatively, Sony could take a more aggressive approach by introducing a significantly upgraded A7V that blurs the line between mid-range and high-end professional cameras. Here's what we could see if Sony chooses to push the limits. Higher resolution sensor. A new 44MP full-frame exmor, our CMOS sensor, IMX366, could be introduced, improving readout speeds and image clarity. Increased burst shooting speed. The camera may support up to 20 frames per second continuous shooting, with the potential for 26 frames per second if Sony fully unlocks the sensor's capabilities, a massive boost for sports and action photographers. Advanced video recording. If Sony goes all in, we could see 4K 120 frames per second recording, and possibly even 8K 30 frames per second, putting it in direct competition with flagship models from Canon and Nikon. Autofocus breakthroughs. Sony could implement AI-powered autofocus enhancements that push real-time eye tracking to new levels, ensuring accurate focus for both stills and video. Viewfinder and display. An upgraded 5.76 million OLED EVF with a higher refresh rate and improved color accuracy could be featured. If Sony chooses this route, the A7V would not just be an iterative update, but a revolutionary hybrid camera that redefines expectations in the mid-range full-frame segment. However, given that even Sony's flagship A1 has not yet adopted CF Express 4.0, it remains uncertain whether the A7V will receive this upgrade. Pricing and market positioning. Sony is known for competitive pricing strategies that maintain a balance between affordability and high-end performance. If Sony follows its traditional approach, the A7V could be priced in the mid-$2,000 range. The A7 IV currently retails at a discounted price of $2,098, allowing room for its successor to enter a slightly higher bracket. The degree of upgrades will ultimately determine how much the price increases. Another point of speculation is the fate of the A7S series, particularly the long-anticipated Sony A7S IV. Many expected an announcement in 2024, but recent rumors suggest that Sony may instead integrate its low-light capabilities into the FX series. If true, this could mean that the A7S line is effectively being merged into a potential FX32 model. The FX3 has already gained significant traction among video professionals, making it logical for Sony to shift its focus toward content creators and filmmakers rather than maintaining a separate A7S series. While this move may disappoint dedicated A7S users, an FX32 could introduce expanded video-centric features, making it an attractive option for filmmakers looking for a compact powerhouse. Additionally, the potential shift of the A7S series into the FX lineup could signify a new direction in Sony's mirrorless camera strategy. One thing is clear, Sony is setting the stage for a transformative year in the world of mirrorless cameras, and photographers and videographers alike have a lot to look forward to.